show, which is kind of funny. And here's some more Prince Caspian toy reviews.
I'm Prince Caspian. Here he is, the title character, Prince Caspian. And at first we're going to focus on design. And I think the colors are fabulous. I think that's just probably going to look overdone with this lighting, but I think that they nailed the color. And
personally, it looks darker to me in the trailer, but maybe that's when he's just running through the night.
Maybe. Here's... His sheath does not come off. No, his sheath does not come off, though it can twist like that, which I like.
Yeah, it's the same with Miraz.
So that helps with posability a little bit.
I'm not sure if it's like button.
And once again,
back to design.
Amazed at the detail. For such a small figure, at the detail they put in there, you can see all the little rivets and his belt buckle and everything.
I think that's the third time you've admired their detail.
Yep, well, I'm going to admire the detail for all of them because they're all really good.
Good point.
And
well, far superior
so
to
that's
this.
design. Now let's take a look at him with his cape off. The cape, no worry of it falling off at all because it's just gravity. It doesn't clip on or anything. It just slips off like that.
He almost looks like a hobbit with his size.
And speaking of size, this figure does stand at, compared to the Hasbro guys,
3.5 inches.
3.5 inches tall compared to Hasbro. Just like the other ones. There's the Disney Store guy. Towers over him. But let's take a look at this guy with his cape off, and I gotta applaud them for making a rubber cape instead of a cloth cape. In general, when they try to use cloth, it just doesn't work out very well, especially for small figures. It just doesn't work out very well. But the cape slips on very easily, and it slips off very easily, although not accidentally. So I'm really happy about that. So I look at some of the even in the back. That thing, supposedly that little weird thingy there is for you to put your thumb so that you can.
I don't exactly think it was worth.
I don't think it helps at all. But doesn't really. He looks a little bit like Ben Barnes, I guess, considering that. I mean, you have to be willing to accept the fact that it's kind of a little cartoony. But I guess I can see a little Ben in there.
They just didn't want to give him too much money for selling his face.
Could be his likeness. But this little pack thing right here is I actually have never tried to take it off before.
Which makes sense why it would be him fleeing.
I'm sure that if I wanted to, I could take the pack. I could take this pack off, but it would be kind of difficult.
Too, right?
Yes, he does come with the horn. And let me just find it here. Yes. Almost forgot.
Technical difficulty.
He does come with Queen Susan's horn. Which you can see right here. Once again, very, very small.
Yes, but still detailed. It's hard to tell when it's upside down.
Right. Now let's move on to, so you can move on to articulation here. He's got his left arm is ball jointed. Hooray.
However, right arm.
Left arm is ball jointed, very cool. Once again, the Hasbro figures, no ball joints at all. That's one of the reasons they were crap.
Ugh.
And this guy also bends at the elbow, which is very cool. So you got some posability there. On his right arm can bend back and forth, but as you can see, no ball joint on the shoulder. The reason is because his feature. Let me take out his sword here. There's his sword, by the way.
Looks a lot like Miraz's.
Well, of course it does. And there, and then his action feature, you just twist him back and forth.
It wasn't exactly worth one joint.
Right, and his legs are there also bend. So once again, very well designed for his size. Looks a little bit like Ben Barnes, I suppose, enough. And
kind of chunky.
Disappointed. I'm going to say it again. Disappointed about the scale of these figures. That I can't pose them next to my old guys.
I can live with it.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't pose my figures.
This is true. But I'm disappointed that his right shoulder is completely dead because of the action figure. This is the case once again, where the action feature wasn't worth limiting posability so much.
Miraz.
Right. So and I love the fact that the cape easily on, very easily off, very convenient.
Yeah, it was a fear that they might do cloth so he could put his hood up.
That's right.
That's what they usually do it for.
Now let me put the cape back on. And I like this toy. It got some flaws, but not one of my favorites. But I like this toy. I think he's well done. He's up there, very well designed, like all the other characters. And yeah, I like this guy.
You're happy.
I'm happy. I like this guy. I can drink a river of blood and not burst. Show me your enemy.
I'm Prince Caspian.
I'm Prince Caspian. Okay, here we have the Caspian and Werewolf 2-pack.
Woo!
And let's kind of get the Caspian guy out of the way. This Caspian is exactly the same.
Except for little differences.
A few differences is that he has a scar right there, I guess that he gets from the werewolf. And same action feature. And the faces, you can see the hair is a little
and the
bit.
handles.
The hair is a little bit different than the handles. But we've got the werewolf here.
And he doesn't have the pack on him.
And let's take a look at werewolf as design. When I saw the pictures of this guy, I thought he looked like overly cartoony, even for an action figure. And I still kind of think that, like the yellow eyes and everything. And he doesn't even resemble the pictures of the werewolf I see in the
Whatever he's
in the trailer. Like he looks much darker than that. But the cape here is removable, as you probably saw at the beginning of the video.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pain. You can't really keep
the cape
it on.
very easily falls off. It doesn't clip on or anything.
It's not exactly his Caspian's.
Yeah, if you want to just pose it with him, it's fine. But
I don't suggest waving him around.
right, okay. But let's just take a look at some of the details
There
here.
actually is a bit of a problem with the left side of his jaw, but I think that's just an individual thing.
It looks pretty cool from behind.
Actually, yeah.
Just like he does in the trailer.
Though I don't know why he's a hunchback.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he's crouching down. But for the rest of you, I think I'm going to remove his cape right here so that you can get a better look.
His action feature is one of the coolest.
This guy's pretty good design. And posability. One of my favorite parts of this guy is
the wrist.
The wrist. Very cool. If you want to have him in kind of more of a crawling pose, then you can take his wrist and push him down like that.
You can even turn him around.
Right, so you can have him more of a crawling pose like that.
No, it would be hard to see his head.
Right, or if you want to stand him up and make him a growling pose, you can just stick him up like that.
And if you want to startle somebody in the middle of the night, use his action feature.
Right, so I like that. And his tail right here, you can twist that around. And he doesn't. And the arms are kind of connected. Yeah, if you go like that, because of his action feature, you can go like that.
And the action feature cost him a left leg joint.
But you see his arms will actually move together because they're connected with the action figure, feature. Although you go like that, and they will move independently. Now, for the best part, his action feature. To do his action figure, his feature.
Push down his left leg.
You squeeze his legs together like that, and he goes like this.
I know what the right leg does have a joint. It can move around quite independently.
Yes, it can. Yes, this one isn't independent.
However, the left leg,
I
wouldn't suggest moving it unless you want to break it.
So he's straight out. Then you squeeze his legs, and it makes him look up, open his mouth. You do it pretty fast. It's kind of cool.
What I like about it is his mouth doesn't just open. It's his hands that go up too. It makes him a little more threatening.
Definitely. So this guy has one of the coolest action features.
There's also a lot of detail.
And despite the limited posability and kind of the little, his legs don't even bend. It doesn't bend at all.
Creepy, actually.
It's actually they picked a really good pose to keep him in actually, and he does look pretty scary. The big downside of this guy is he doesn't really seem to look anything like the werewolf in the movie that I've seen, at least. And so
it didn't exactly resemble the picture.
That is correct. But so overall, I gotta give this guy a big thumbs up. He's a lot of fun to play with. He's not the best design, but he's a lot of fun to play with. Let me put his cape back on.
Yeah, if you time it right, then he can knock his cape off.
Yeah, when I saw this guy, I really didn't think he was gonna be a cool figure.
Yeah, I only bought him because he was he looks a little bit taller than the average figure. Actually, how tall is he?
Oh, that's true. Where's the ruler? Let's see. How tall is this guy? This guy stands at This guy is about 3.5 inches because he's crouched over.
Oh.
But so he actually is regular size. Although if he stood up, he'd be bigger. But since they have him posed being crouched over,
it makes it a little more creepy.
Small.
I thought he had a humpback at first.
Hunchback.
Humpback.
Either
Well,
way.
you keep saying action figure.
Oh, whatever. Okay, so now, I also love that for his action feature, his mouth opens up.
It makes it just a little bit more creepy.
Yeah, so
And
that
actually,
doesn't look
you can
that cool
also
on
move
film.
his head independently.
Yeah, it doesn't look that cool on film. This actually is a really cool
Yeah, and you can see the detail in his chest.
action
The
feature.
muscles.
So overall, I got to give the Werewolf Caspian 2-pack big thumbs up. Good job. Still disappointed about the smaller scale.
But, well... Oh, get that out of my sight.
Right. But overall, I got to give this both of these guys, big thumbs up.